So here's the thing. Apple has spent years quietly watching the AI wearable space stumble, fail, and burn through money. While others rushed to market with bold promises, Apple stayed silent. And now that silence is starting to make sense. Because Apple is reportedly working on something that could change how we interact with AI in everyday life. Not a phone, not glasses, not a watch, but a small AI-powered pin designed to live on your clothing and understand the world around you. This idea sounds simple, but it is actually very ambitious. The Apple AI Pin is rumored to be a flat circular device, roughly the size of a slightly thicker AirTag. It is designed to clip or magnetically attach to clothing, staying visible but unobtrusive. Early descriptions suggest a clean aluminum and glass build, very much in line with Apple's design language. There is said to be a single physical button on the edge and a charging system similar to the Apple Watch, possibly using a magnetic dock. What makes this device different is not the shape, it is what Apple plans to pack inside it. The pin is rumored to include 2 front-facing cameras, 1 standard lens and 1 wide-angle lens, along with 3 microphones and a small built-in speaker. That combination alone tells you this is not a passive device. This is something designed to see, hear, and respond in real time, without you pulling out a phone or tapping a screen. Apple's goal here appears to be context awareness. Phones only know what you show them. You unlock them, open an app, and give a command. This pin flips that relationship. It lives in your environment. It can see what you are looking at, hear what is being said around you, and understand situations as they happen. That is a massive shift in how AI fits into daily life. This direction lines up perfectly with Apple Intelligence, which Apple introduced as a core pillar of its future. Apple Intelligence is built around on-device AI models that handle tasks, like summarization, image understanding, and proactive suggestions. For heavier tasks, Apple routes requests through its private cloud compute, which uses Apple-controlled servers designed to protect user privacy. The missing piece has always been real-world context. An AI pin fills that gap. Apple already has a strong advantage here through its hardware stack. Its custom silicon includes highly efficient neural engines that are optimized for low-power AI inference. These chips already run complex models on iPhones, iPads, and Macs without destroying battery life. Shrinking that capability into a pin-sized device is difficult, but not unrealistic for Apple. Then there is Apple's ultra-wideband technology. The U1 and newer U2 chips already power precise location tracking across iPhones, Apple Watches, and AirTags. By combining UWB with cameras and microphones, Apple could create a device that understands not just what something is, but where it is in relation to you. That opens the door to features like precise object identification, spatial reminders, and contextual alerts. The dual camera setup suggests Apple is thinking beyond simple snapshots. A wide-angle lens can capture environmental context, like a room layout or a street scene. The standard lens can focus on details, like text, labels, or small objects. Together, they allow the AI to understand both the big picture and the fine details at the same time. The microphones add another layer. With 3 microphones, the pin could accurately capture speech from different directions. This could enable real-time transcription, meeting summaries, language translation, or even subtle audio cues for accessibility. The built-in speaker allows the device to respond quietly, without needing earbuds or a phone. That single physical button is also important. Apple has learned that voice-only interfaces can feel awkward or unreliable in public. A button gives users control. It could be used to trigger capture, mute, microphones, confirm actions, or activate the assistant without saying a wake word. It also provides a clear signal for privacy, something Apple will absolutely emphasize. In practical terms, the use cases are surprisingly wide. Imagine walking through a grocery store and having ingredients automatically logged as you pick them up. Imagine repairing something and getting instant part identification and instructions just by looking at it. Imagine traveling and having signs translated in real time, or getting subtle navigation cues without staring at a map. Accessibility could be one of the biggest wins. Scene descriptions for visually impaired users, object alerts for safety, and contextual reminders could all run quietly in the background. The pin could also double as a precision-finding beacon, making it useful for personal safety or family location sharing. But none of this matters if Apple cannot solve the problems that killed earlier AI pins. And those problems are serious. Battery life is the first major challenge. Continuous audio processing and computer vision consume a lot of power. Fitting enough battery into a coin-sized device without making it bulky is extremely difficult. Apple will likely rely heavily on on-device efficiency, aggressive power management, and selective activation rather than constant monitoring. Thermal limits are another issue. Packing cameras, neural processing, radios, and a battery into such a small space creates heat. If the device gets warm on clothing, it becomes uncomfortable and unacceptable. Apple has extensive experience with thermal design, but this will still be one of the hardest engineering challenges. Then there is social acceptability. A visible camera on clothing immediately raises privacy concerns. Apple knows this. Expect clear visual indicators when cameras or microphones are active, strict permission controls, and strong messaging around on-device processing. Apple's brand trust may be the only reason this concept has a chance at mainstream acceptance. The cautionary example here is the Humane AI pin. Despite massive funding and hype, it failed to deliver a smooth experience. Reviews criticized lag, limited usefulness, and poor battery life. Sales reportedly struggled, and the product never found its footing. Apple is clearly aware of this history, which is why it is moving slowly and quietly. Reports suggest Apple is targeting a potential launch window around 2027, but even that is not guaranteed. Apple is known for canceling projects that do not meet internal standards. The company would rather kill a product than release something half-baked. While Apple explores intelligence on the body, other tech giants are pushing AI into different parts of the physical world. Microsoft, for example, is focusing on robots. Its new robotics-focused AI model aims to make machines more adaptable in real-world environments. Instead of following rigid scripts, these systems can interpret natural language instructions and adjust their actions based on vision and touch. This matters because it shows where AI is heading. Intelligence is moving out of screens and into the real world. Whether it is a robot manipulating objects or a pin understanding your surroundings, the goal is the same. AI that adapts, learns, and responds in context. OpenAI is tackling another side of this reality: safety and access. As AI becomes more powerful and more embedded in daily life, companies are being forced to think about who should have access to what. Systems that estimate user age and adjust content accordingly are becoming part of the infrastructure, not optional features. Intelligence without governance creates problems. Intelligence with guardrails creates trust. Platforms like YouTube are also preparing for this shift. AI-powered creation tools, in-app shopping, and deeper integration between content and commerce are all signs of a future where AI is woven into everything creators and viewers do. The line between software, hardware, and platform is blurring. That is what makes the Apple AI pin so interesting. It is not just another gadget, it is a statement. Apple appears to be betting that the next era of computing is ambient, always present, but not always demanding attention, helpful without being intrusive, intelligent without feeling invasive. The big question is whether Apple can pull it off. Can it deliver fast responses without draining the battery? Can it make privacy protections obvious and trustworthy? Can it create enough real value that people want to wear a device with cameras on their chest every day? If anyone has the ecosystem, hardware expertise, and user trust to make this work, it is Apple. But even for Apple, this is a risky move. The AI pin category is already littered with failures. Success here will require patience, restraint, and near-perfect execution. So now it comes down to you. Do you think Apple's AI pin will finally make AI wearables useful, or will it end up as another forgotten experiment? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe for more AI and tech updates, and stay tuned for what comes next.